If you could measure how close you are to leaving your 9 to 5 job, not in a someday I'll figure it out kind of a way, but with actual numbers, real income projections, and a plan that works. That's exactly what I've created. I call it a freedom score. And today I'm going to show you how to calculate yours and what it means for the life you could be living. Most people don't hate working. They hate feeling like they never get ahead. They hate that feeling of always trading time for money with no backup plan, no ownership, and no exit. I know that feeling well. I used to be in corporate HR, managing teams and systems, but even with a good job, I felt completely trapped. It wasn't freedom. It was just survival in disguise. That all changed when I discovered something called the referral agency model. Instead of cleaning houses myself, I started connecting clients who needed cleaning services with experienced independent contractors who were amazing at what they do. I didn't buy supplies, I didn't hire employees, and I didn't do the cleaning. I actually ran the business and I scaled it to a 7-figure cleaning company that still runs today. And let me just share with you, I actually live in Florida. I was able to move to Florida 4 years ago. I've been running my cleaning company for 18 years. I have 3 locations, 2 in New York and 1 in Tampa, Florida. And my office assistant works about 30 hours a week. I work about 2 hours a week in my company. So where does your freedom score come in? I built a calculator to show you exactly what your life could look like with this model. And here's how it works. You enter how many cleanings per week you want to book, the average price per job, and the percentage you want to keep, typically 50 to 55%. And this calculator is going to show you your weekly profit, your monthly income, and your annual income. And it's your personalized freedom score. That number, it tells you how close you are to replacing your income and hitting your financial goals. I know it probably sounds too good to be true, but literally, I don't know, is $6,000 a month enough for you? What about 10,000? What about $3,000 a day times 30? Is that number going to make it happen for you? Plug the numbers in and see how this works for you. Because until you see what's actually possible, you're never going to believe it's real. That's the power of the freedom score, and it makes the invisible feel inevitable. I've seen my clients go from $0 to $6,000 a month in revenue in 60 days or less. They go from burnout to freedom in under a year, all because they followed the simple model and saw that this was possible. And before you say, well, I'm not a business person, let me stop you right there. I started with this business with no business plan myself. I was a single mom, fresh off from a bankruptcy, trying to figure things out with 2 little kids depending on me. I didn't have a fancy brand or website. Matter of fact, I had no website. I had no company name. I had a Gmail account and I had some really, really, really tough real life grit. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. So let's imagine something for a moment. What if you could take back your time? What if you could work from anywhere? What if your income was no longer capped by your boss's approval? That's what the business that's what this business can give you. And the freedom score is just your first step, your window into what's possible. This is how transformation starts, not with a big leap, but with a decision to see what's next. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to go try the Freedom Calculator. It's free, it's simple, and it takes less than a minute to calculate your freedom number. The link is in the description below. Just plug in your numbers and see what your future could look like. And if you're ready to start building this business for real, I've got additional resources to walk you through every step. Your freedom score could be the first number that changes everything. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.